Okay, well, haven't done a video in a while. I've definitely never done a video with voiceover on it. So here's the 180. Here's what it looks like. If you don't know who I am, you can look at the title. You can see my name, Worm5406. So anyway, here's the title. Here's the tank, 180 gallon tank, sitting there. Hereditary in the top, clowns in there. Of course, they're all enjoying. A couple new additions, real quick. Try to scroll in slowly. There's a new addition. For those that don't know, I did get some PJ Cardinals. You can see them swimming around there. Let's see here. What else is new? This guy up here in the top's new. Oops, need to do a little work here. Little guy fell off. I don't think much else is really new in here. Everything's running along smoothly. Oh, I did get some more trumpets, I'm sorry. A couple more trumpets also. Here's my pair here, my cinnamons. Yes, both those cinnamons were the same size as the one on the left. Here's my other female. She's swimming happy and nice, enjoying life. You see my other ones that are in there also. I think there's like 4 of them in there in the Hereditary. They're all enjoying life. I'm gonna press pause for a second. Do a little tank maintenance today. Okay, so part of my tank maintenance. You can see here I got some fish food. Just a little bit of fish food. 47 pounds of fish food. That's not bad. Okay, so today's maintenance is going to be, need to clean out the skimmer. The skimmer's running a little rough lately, and you're probably going to laugh at me once you see it. Let's turn some lights on real quick down here. Nice and dark, good skim coming out of it still. Let's look down a little bit. It's got a good flow in there. Those that haven't really seen them, I might as well let you see my sump real quick. See what's in here. I just got some pods the other day. I'm trying to let them get out of the foam padding they have. Everything's sitting here nicely. Pumping, everything's running good. A friend of mine had a green serpent star. Was eating his fish, so I brought it over here and put it down in my sump. So it's swimming around in there somewhere. Yep, here's my algae turf scrubber. It's running good. Just cleaned it out last week, so give me a minute after I do my skimmer and we'll see how much stuff's in there also. Okay, I don't know how well the sound's going to be once I walk away from it. Container there is from my last water swap, my last water change. I'm going to clean out my skimmer, and I've already turned off the pump, so give me a second and I'll grab the top of my skimmer and bring it over. Okay, so let's see here. Good amount of gunk in it. Lots of bubbles. Yeah, I probably should have cleaned it out earlier. You can yell at me later. For those that really want to see, let's see how bad the inside of this is. Undo the little hooks for this. Let's zoom out just a little bit. Wow. That is a little thick. This side's not bad. That's the side that's thick. Yep, nice and thick. Let's look at this one. Well, definitely pulls off a lot. Okay, gotta press pause. I need both hands for this part. Okay, so now it's clean. And looking back at it, it was only a 17-second video is what that thing is supposed to map out to for me cleaning it. So I might play it twice or 2 or 3 times. But yes, now you can see the whole inside. Nice and clean all the way through. Thickness. I know someone's going to ask. It's probably about 1/2 inch thick, roughly. I tried to show you in the one picture about what that looked like. That was probably a little bit hard to see exactly what it looked like when I was cleaning it off. That's probably only about maybe 1/4 inch thickness on that one when it was actually done and clean. My other issue is I got a small water leak, a little salt creep sitting in there. So I'll probably clean that edge real quick. So I'm gonna press pause real quick before I put it back together. So hang on, be right back. Okay, so I cleaned that off real quick. Let me find a place to sit you real quick. At least then you can see me put it back together and start it back up. Shouldn't be too hard to do. Then maybe we'll look at this algae turf scrubber and see how much it's really taking in. Okay, let's see if it sits there. I guess I'll find out once it's done. If it's not done, then you just won't see this part. So let's put this thing back together, all nice and cleaned off. Slides down nicely, nice and smooth. Where did I put the lid? There's the lid. Take this lid, put it right back up in here. Drop this back down to my overflow. Put my air pipe back in here. Nice and tight. So, there it is. Let's see what it looks like on camera real quick. See what you can see. Oh, that's not bad. Let's go ahead and start it up real quick. I guess I'm using the Apex with the Android app. Let's see here. Unlock the phone. There we go. And turn my skimmer feed back on. Let's see what it runs out to. Okay, it started. I left both my recirculating pumps running down the bottom just to provide flow on it. I get issues every now and then with a little flow back on them. Here we go. Let's see where my bubble level is at today. Let's zoom in a little bit here. Okay, so you can see here, right in line with the beginning of the neck. It's only been off for probably about, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes or so. Got a pretty good flow into it. It's right there on the edge. You can see a nice skim building up on the top of it. Good bubble flow all the way down. My next cleaning is going to be to take this out all the way, cleaned out. You can see all the salt creep and everything I have. The reason I leave my recirculating pumps on, you can see here is my muffler. Those 2 lines will both fill up with air because of the water height. So I normally just leave them on, that way I don't have to worry about it at all. Let's see where this is sitting now. Not too bad. Getting a little fog on the inside of it, so I know it's definitely putting off a little bit of moisture and humidity. Running good like always. Some live rock on the return side, yes. No skimmer socks. Much rather let the pods and everything else just float around and go wherever they want to go. So I got live rock on this side, live rock on the other side. There's some more of my pods, and you get them out of there. Just put them in there on Friday. They should all be vacated by now. Okay, so let's look at my ATS, my algae turf scrubber. Let me turn off the red lights real quick, otherwise I'm going to be blinded here in a minute. I both of them want to open it up. Turn that one off. Turn that one off. I'm going to leave it running though. I'm just going to look at it and see how much it's grown. Last time I cleaned it, today's Sunday by the way, was last Sunday. So you can see here's my power for both of them tied up. Let's unscrew this edge for a second. Slide this light out of the way. Wow. 1 week of growth. Literally. Just 1 week of growth. Yep. I think I might have to clean that off. Wow. Pump's still running. I can see the water trickle through it. I don't know if you can or not. Definitely does not have the siphon effect down the bottom. And looking down there, you can see the bubbles that are right there coming up. That's coming from the outflow of the turf scrubber. Wow, that's quite a bit of growth. Let's see here. Let's take this lid off for a second. Yeah, texture's not bad. Nice new fresh algae sitting in there. Yep. Past time to clean that. Well, might as well clean that right now real quick. Be right back in a second. Just wanted to show you real quick. I just turned the water off on it. Yeah, it looked like it was going to overflow a second ago, but actually the siphon kicked in and instantly pulled it back off. So I just turned off the water flow for it, so you can see everything that's in there. Hopefully that will be totally clean here in a minute, and I'll show you the outcome of a week of running it. Granted, I'm probably in about 3 months in or so. About 3 months in of running it totally, and I've been cleaning it, trying to clean it out regularly. Not as much as I probably should, but it's been running nice and smooth. So be back in just a minute and I'll show you the outcome of it. Okay, taken apart, haven't pulled it out yet, so let me get some things set up real quick and we'll pull it out all the way. Put that out for a little contrast so you can see what it looks like. Let's see how bad this is without dripping everywhere. Wow. Again, 1 week. 1 week of flow without being clean. Yep, I'm going to have to do this with 2 hands. Let's see about how thick it is though. Pretty good. Nice growth, good color, no smell. It smells like algae. Okay, hopefully the sound works pretty good. Let's clean this off so you can look at it at the same time. I'm just going to scrape off a little bit. Trying to be careful not to push it too much because I can feel it from the other side still. Try to scrape off one edge a little bit and then I'll flip it and scrape off the other one. And I'll come back to it again. One of the upgrades I saw was a light blocker. I think a light blocker would definitely help to stop that algae growth from getting so close to the output. Let's look at the other side real quick. Looks good too. Oops, got a couple pods in there. Not too long, I guess. Yes, this is literally 1 week's worth of growth. Had a friend that was looking at mine, wanted to get one also, so I actually cleaned it out last week with them. Now let's get the rest of it out of here. These lids, once done with them, really do help a lot to use it for a nice flat surface. Since it's got that ring on it, don't have to worry about anything really straying out of it. Okay, so here it is, nice and clean. Yes, I could clean it a whole lot better. I like to leave the growth on it to get the accelerated growth pattern out of it. I'm not going to clean the edge real quick because looking at it, as I'm looking at it right now, it looks pretty good, nice and open still. Still has real good flow coming out of it, so I'm not really worried about that part yet. Let's look at what I got though. Dripping and wet. That's what I get for letting it go over the edge. There we go. Nice growth. 1 week's worth of growth. Like I said, a couple pods in it, they're not going to be happy. Texture, some of it's a little spongy, but then the rest of it down here, the nice dark green stuff, is definitely normal hair algae. But this part over here, the lighter green stuff, is definitely the spongy part. Okay, let's clean out the inside. So here's the inside. There's my previous growth. Let's zoom out just a little bit. There you go. There's the previous growth. I moved it over to the side a little bit so you can tell about how much it is. Let's see how hard some of this is going to be to get out today. Oh, pretty quick and simple actually. Nice long green. Not spongy at all. That's a good thing. Hard to do with a camera in your hand at the same time. Yeah, I know. I should probably put it down, shouldn't I? Either that or drop it down in the water. Let me turn you off just for a second. I'll be right back. So here's the bottom. Pulled the bottom out. You see it's got a good amount of growth on it. I cleaned that off really good last week. Really good last week. And it's definitely covered. Let's see what we have over here. I'm not going to be able to look at this till I get done. Let me turn that cam. There we go. There you can see the inside. All nice and clean down there at least. Haven't cleaned it out yet. That's just from pulling the bottom plate out. Okay, be back in a second. I'll put it all back together. Okay, note to self. Next time you clean the turf scrubber, wear gloves. Bristle worms. Yep, had a bristle worm in there. He snagged me. Such is life. Left side, that's from the bottom. Right side, that's from the actual grate. So left side, right side. Not too bad. This is mostly cleaned off. Normally I cleaned off a little bit better. Just trying to get it back in real quick. So let's put this thing back together real quick and get it started back up. You see the inside's a whole lot cleaner than it was. And I'm sure someone's going to critique me on I really need to clean out X a little bit better. Well, shoot me a message, whatever else. Tell me what I need to clean out. I'll make it clean out a little bit better next time. So let me put everything back together. There it is. That's all in there. Be back in a second. Let me screw it together and I'll start recording again when I turn the pump back on. Okay, all put back together. Let's see here. Let's find that turf scrubber pump. Turn this pump back on real quick and we'll see how it flows. There it is. Put you back to on. Let's turn one of the reds back on. At least maybe get some backlighting on it. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Don't know that that's going to help too much. Definitely see the clear spots and the non-clear spots. Water flow all through it is actually doing very good. Not hitting the overflow. It's still trying to cycle itself out. Hitting the overflow just a little bit. Once it finishes cycling itself out, obviously we've got a different load now. I may have to adjust that valve on it. Up and down, a little bit of up. Barely trickling to the overflow, so I definitely need to adjust that just a little bit. I do believe that's the end of maintenance for today. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy football. Thanks everybody, bye. Okay, I guess I wasn't all the way done. So here's a skimmer. Still running, kicking nicely. Let's see if we can clean off the edge just a little bit. You can see inside. Maybe a little bit better. Now remember, it was nice and clean a minute ago. You can see my bubble level all the way up. Here's my small bubble level down here in the neck still. My large ones are definitely coming up here in the top. It's definitely doing a whole lot better. Now it's got a lot of that debris and everything out from the outside edge. Nothing's coming over the top edge yet. It will in a little bit. So, again, thank you for watching. Worm 5406. Just a little bit of tank maintenance. Seeing how things are going today. If you like my channel, go ahead and subscribe down at the bottom. Give me a thumbs up, some feedback, anything. Thanks everybody. See you later.